I think it would be incredibly rare for a WNBA player to be nominated for an award like this, let alone, like, it's rare for an NBA player to get nominated for an award like this. And we're seeing Caitlin Clark get nominated for a literal, like, world award, which is incredible.
Caitlin Clark is dominating the basketball court, but now she's competing against Olympic champions and world record holders for the World Sports Award. This isn't just about the big leagues. She's up against the best of the best across all sports. Somehow, this rookie hoop star is in the mix for an award that's like the Oscars of sports.
This is a huge award.
This isn't just another top 10 or top 20 award. It's a prestigious top 6 honor. And guess who made the cut? Caitlin Clark, the young rookie from Iowa, standing out on her own, beating out names like Angel Reese and Aja Wilson, 2 WNBA stars.
You're seeing it now, like, she is nominated for an award that there's literally 6 athletes in the world. Like, there's no nomination for Jason Tatum. There's no nomination for LeBron after the Olympics. Obviously, there's no nomination for Steph.
You might be thinking, okay, but who else is nominated? Well, buckle up. This list is stacked. We've got Simone Biles, the gymnastics GOAT, who came back from a mental health break to win even more medals.
She is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular, like the greatest Olympian of all time. And the fact that she managed to come back and win Olympics after 2021 is crazy. She is the GOAT of her sport. 3 years after stuffing the twisties, she came back and won, which is incredible.
Then there's Leon Marchand, a French swimming phenom breaking Michael Phelps records, and Sean Hannon, who's been winning marathons like it's a casual jog in the park. Oh, and don't get me started on Armand Duplantis. His pole vaulting is outdoing anything in history.
There are plenty of incredible athletes here, but there's only 6 athletes not from Britain in this. She was nominated as one of the 6 top athletes in the world. Won last year by freaking Erling Haaland.
So what makes Clark stand out in this group of athletes? It's not just her stats, though we'll get to those. It's how she's single-handedly changing the game of women's basketball. While these other athletes dominate established sports, Clark is making people care about a game that's often overlooked. Just take a look at the stats she's posted.
You can see, set the regular season record for assists, 3-pointers, and obviously the college basketball. Like 3,951 points, which is nuts. She was 49 points off literally 4,000. Record held for 54 years, as well as making 201 3-pointers. Performances led to record-breaking figures with 19 million people.
Caitlin Clark's stats are incredible, minus 3,951 career points, just 49 away from 4,000, a milestone untouched in 54 years. She's racking up assists and making her team better. But it's not just about the numbers. She's drawing in 19 million viewers, more than some NBA games. Clark's not just playing, she's changing the way people see women's sports.
That Caitlin Clark is the golden goose. She's the cash cow. And wherever she goes, ratings follow. The WNBA draft, the doubleheader to open the NBA season. Ratings. I'm going to remind y'all that in the 28-year history of the WNBA, only 9 players in the league's history have eclipsed on-court earnings of $1 million.
Not everyone's thrilled about Caitlin Clark's rise to fame. Some in the basketball world are nervous about all the attention she's getting, and her success is stirring up unexpected drama. WNBA players are getting worked up, and even Charles Barkley has weighed in on the growing debate.
The number of attention, eyeballs, she's brought the college and the pros, and for these women to have this petty jealousness, you say to yourself, damn.
Caitlin Clark is making waves in women's basketball, creating a media storm that's hard to ignore. But not everyone's thrilled. Some WNBA players are feeling overshadowed by her rise, especially in a league that doesn't always get its due spotlight. Even Stephen A. Smith chimed in, calling on them to give Clark the respect she deserves.
What she has done for women's basketball, especially in this country, has been phenomenal. There is no woman, no matter how great you were as a player, Cheryl Swoops, there is no woman who should negate mentioning Caitlin Clark and what Caitlin Clark is doing.
Pro players are watching Clark get all this attention and thinking, what about us? They're concerned her success could overshadow their own achievements. But don't get it twisted. While some WNBA players are giving Clark the side eye, Others are on board with her rise. Her popularity could lift all boats in women's basketball, bringing more attention, which could be good news for everyone.
Thank you for setting the stage. Hell yeah. Ain't hate. Rising tide lifts all boats. Whatever it takes for everybody to get fed. I'm all for it. You a WNBA player? Caitlin Clark gonna get you paid. I'd figure out a way to be her friend. Or her friend and me.
How's Clark handling all this drama like a pro? While everyone else is buzzing about awards and jealousy, she's keeping her head in the game. She's not letting the noise distract her from what really matters, balling out on the court.
And the thing I love about her, she never says a word.
Let's be real. There's no one in this generation who can eclipse what Caitlin Clark has accomplished as a rookie in the WNBA, no matter who they try to force into the spotlight.
It's going to be another Caitlin Clark. There's not. There's just not. Like, Juju is great. Juju's great. Honestly, Juju's absolutely fantastic. There is not going to be another Caitlin Clark.
Just last week, Caitlin Clark made Forbes' 30 Under 30 list and became the highest-earning female basketball player, even as a rookie. But just when you think the drama's over, another curveball comes her way. Remember how she's competing with Olympic champions? Well, here's the twist. Clark isn't on the U.S. Olympic basketball roster. Yep, you heard that right. The player everyone's talking about, breaking records left and right, won't be suiting up for Team USA in Paris. Can you believe it?
I mean, realistically, she should have been an Olympian. If it wasn't for the fact that USA Basketball just wanted to make it a closed shop and didn't want to give her something that she was completely like deserved a spot in that Olympic team.
Now you might be wondering, what's the deal? USA Basketball says Clark couldn't make it to a mandatory training camp that overlapped with the selection process. Sounds simple enough, right? But here's where it gets complicated.
Caitlin Clark was not in the team. Basically, it was a mandatory training camp which overlapped, so she wasn't picked.
This training camp rule is stirring up a lot of controversy. Everyone's seen what Clark can do on the court, so why couldn't they find a way to make it work? Basketball analysts are questioning USA Basketball's decision, and fans are flooding social media, wondering how the team could pass up on Clark's abilities.
I mean, this is why you put her on the team is to get the eyeballs. And by the way, she's the greatest scorer in the history of college basketball.
But this is
that was
not
part
college.
of her resume before.
And she now has the single game assist record as a rookie.
Well, but she's done that subsequent to not making the team.
Yeah. But that's been my thing from the beginning. Everyone's like, "Oh, who do you take off?" Well, Caitlin Clark should have been the first name written.
Caitlin Clark's nomination solidifies her as a global star, impacting not just the WNBA, but the entire landscape of women's sports. While Clark reshapes the game, not everyone's happy about this rookie stealing the spotlight. Her impact? Ticket sales for women's basketball are skyrocketing, with arenas now packed as fans flock to see the next big thing in women's hoops.
Ticket sales, bear with me. Ticket sales grew in 2023 by 16% from 2022. Ticket sales have grown by 93% in 2024. What that means is without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA would have taken till 2029 or 2030 to get to where Caitlin Clark has gotten them to. Before the 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. What that means is if the WNBA were continue to grow at the rate it grew from 22 to 23, it would take until 2028 to do what Caitlin Clark